Still on Kababayan, LA with the mayor of the city of Carson. Hello once again, Mayor Jim Deere. Are you still okay?
Yeah.
You're used to being on the hot seat, yeah?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem. Ask me anything you want.
All right, and don't think that we forgot the first question earlier that we left hanging. Okay, all this, it's all like congratulations, all the achievements of the city. Of course, this is your State of the City address, but personally, where do you need improvement on?
Well, I think personally, as well as the city council, we need to, and myself included, need to get away from reacting to a lot of negative comments. People come to the council meeting attempting to engage us in argument, and that wastes time. Our council meetings go very late, and I'm a very big advocate of the First Amendment, people's right to speak. But we need to focus on the issues at hand and be more serious about our agenda items and not talk just for airtime. Because then people waiting in the audience don't get a chance to speak until late at night at times.
How about you personally, as a mayor of the city?
Well, I think personally I have to realize that the efforts to stop the progress are just personal agendas, and really kind of ignore them more. And maybe that doesn't sound good from an elected official,
right.
But what I mean by that
so
is
so you're saying
ignore the false accusations, ignore what I call the baloney, the delay attempts.
Right. Should we name names? Should we talk about who?
Next time you bring me on.
All right. That's a commitment from the mayor. We'll talk about those two council members.
Yeah, they're problematic.
That are problematic.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, another thing is congratulations. One of the 6 finalists out of 88 cities in the LA County for the most business-friendly city award.
That's right.
Thing is, Filipinos were not necessarily perceived in the American landscape as very entrepreneurial. More like professionals, accountants, nurses, doctors, technicians. What are you doing in your city as being, one of the most business-friendly cities in the LA County? What are you doing to nurture your entrepreneurs in the city?
Well, of all ethnic groups, of course, not just Philams, but we really want to encourage businesses to open, especially restaurants. I'll give you an example. Tita Celia is a Filipino-American restaurant. They were located at Moneta and Carson Street, and they were doing okay. Their clientele was 99% Philams, and they relocated to a spot where other restaurants were not successful. And now they are extremely successful. They're closer to the Harvard UCLA Medical Center, and they now have patrons that are, of all ethnic groups, and that's good for any business. I have friends that are Philams that are insurance agents, and they're not going to just aim for the Asian market. They're going to aim for the whole market. And in Carson, the best thing I can say for the business people is to do outreach to all ethnic groups, and I certainly can help them do that. So if you have a business in Carson and you're interested, contact my office. I'm very easily reached. I have an open door policy, and I'm very sensitive to business issues.
And that's what I hear also about the mayor of the city of Carson. You tend to attend a lot of these functions, Filipino or otherwise. There are like Christian groups that are founded by Filipinos, and you go to their major church events as well, and you go to other events as well. How do you make time for all this?
Well, they're in usually dinner dances and fundraisers or something of that sort. And, I'm a servant of the people. And it's my job to do the best I can to help the citizens and the residents of the city. And if that means going to an event, supporting an event, and it helps them that I do the swearing in of the new officers or I give a speech, then I will do that. I'm committed to my job, and my job is really to serve, and that would be including all these events I attend.
And because there are no term limits in Carson, you will stay on as a mayor for as long as your constituents vote for you.
That's correct, unless my constituents decide that they want me to serve in another office.
Is that something that you want also? Is that you'll stay, because you mentioned earlier you would like to run for state assembly should there be an opening. So until there's an opening, would you want to stay on as mayor of the city?
I would, yes.
And what are other plans for the city of Carson?
Well, that's a big question. And
your top 3 priorities.
Okay. First of all, public safety is essential. And that's why we did the Drug-Free City project with Councilmember Lito Santorina, who's our mayor pro tem. And I must say also that Councilmember Lito Santorina would be here today if he didn't have another commitment. And I'd like to maybe be with him one day, because we can really talk about how he and I have come together politically, and
yes,
progress of the city benefits.
Right.
You know, so many of our Filipino friends, and I say our because we have a lot of mutual friends, said, why don't you two work together? And now we are working together, and you see the benefit to the city when that happens.
Okay, so public safety, second one?
Second one, economic development. Okay. And then, of course, beautification and jobs. We need projects that create jobs for people. So economic development means not only new venues, restaurants, as you see, are opening in Carson. If you haven't been in Carson for a number of years, and you come back today, you'll see a lot of good changes, and you'll see more and more in the future.
Economic development, so lower taxes, lower business taxes in Carson?
More like tax incentives. We have programs that will help entrepreneurs improve their business space. And, we have programs that are training to learn more about how to be successful in business. And then we have, general economic development for new venues for businesses as well.
And what I like about Carson also is you have a very dynamic team that addresses the needs of your senior population. You have a lot in Carson as well, right?
We do. Many cities will be judged, and societies as a whole will be judged by how they treat their seniors and how they treat their youth. And in Carson, our seniors and youth are really top priorities for
You have training for seniors. Is this a free training service for seniors?
Well, we
have the cyber cafe at the community center.
Right, it's free. We are very, very people-oriented city.
Okay.
And that's why Carson's really a good place to look at for a business, if you're looking to open a business, or if you're looking for a new place to live.
All right.
Our future is very bright, and Carson's really the place for anyone interested in a good future.
Thank you so much for joining us. More power. Running out of time. We hope to have you back for sure.
All right.
Thank you.